Hello, gamers. We're back for Star Sector Sunday. I can't wait to say that on like a Tuesday or something. That'll be pretty awesome. It's like every day is Star Sector Sunday if you try hard enough. Or if you just don't have a sense of time. You know, my calendar's broken. I took it to the calendar repair shop, but for whatever reason, it came back that way. You know. So I just get every day confused with Sunday. It's a really easy mistake to make. All right, let's see. Let's just double check everything is working. Oh yeah, desktop audio, of course. Got to get that going. I'm going to be able to hear the game. An error occurred. Oh, that's not good. Well. I love when error occurred. Is that just my end, or is that actually an error in the stream? I think we're so back. It might just be the back-end technology being a pain for no reason. That can happen. Yeah, it is working. All right. Well, that's just the technology saying there's an error when there actually isn't. Incredible. Just the way that it was designed. Well, trying to turn goulash leftovers into spaghetti. Well, good luck with that. Hello, gamers. Yes, I think it's time to do something. We're going to be doing something. A whole lot of something, in fact. It's still up. Hold on. Stability 5. Well, that doesn't seem right. What happened? No active comm relay. I just... Did someone destroy the comm relay? That doesn't seem right. Normally they take control of it. Yesterday's stream had hiccups during fights. I see. Let me see if I can adjust that a little bit. Output. Alright. My comfort war criminal. That's an interesting combination of words. In fact, I'd say that's a brand new sentence. Ah, yes, my favorite war criminal. It's so comforting. You know, just a chill vibe. You know, killing people, doing a little massacre here and there. But it's like cozy, you know? Like a cozy, like a coffee shop kind of vibe. You know, a few people might get thrown out the airlock, but they probably deserved it anyways. You know, it's, don't want them spoiling the vibe in here. Hey, we got, like, you just can't have all this negative energy when I'm drinking my latte. Alright, so I need to go check on whatever's going on here, because apparently the comm relay has been removed, which is very abnormal. Even pirates are not so barbaric as to destroy it. They just take control of it. It's very weird. I mean, Robert's doing better. We're buying, like, special medication for him. Like, it seems to be... Like, he says it's helping. And the medication smells a little like iron. It's kind of like a... I don't know. It's like, there's kind of like a... Like iron, you know? Like almost like raw meat. But like he says that it's just like a high iron concentration in the medication. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it seems to be helping. Like he's been in a better mood lately. Mandatory star sign test, yeah. You can only be part of this pirate crew if you're a Capricorn. No Cancers allowed, and definitely no Pisces. That's just simply unacceptable. They don't have the right energy for this sort of thing, you know? Yeah, they start crying a lot when they have to kill people. Vibes-based piracy. Exactly. They're not just... Actually, they're not just here to steal your cargo. They're here to steal your vibes as well. Right? They're leeching off of your energy. All of the positive vibes. They're psychically siphoning it away. Alright, let's go through the gate and see what the heck is up over here. And let me double check that I can't get anything good here. Yeah, okay, nothing there. I don't think this is a military plant. Does it have heavy industry? No. So I'm not sure why it has a military market. That's interesting. You guys don't have... No, you don't. The Dessau Assault Fighter would be fantastic, but they don't have it. Actually, speaking of, I wonder if this has now got hegemony equipment, or if they've still got spindle equipment. Well, essential oils are an essential part of the supplies. I mean, what do you think these things contain? It's like 50% essential oils. Yeah, Limbo is pretty scary. There's definitely there's more room for more content, and I'm pretty sure it's getting more stuff added to it in the next update. Probably. There's been some very foreboding screenshots, but without any context, it's hard to say exactly what he's adding. It's going to be some ghostly, some spooky stuff. Yeah, it looks like they sell hegemony equipment. Damn. I guess I'll have to try and figure out how to donate them a colony at some point, but it's going to be a little challenging. United Aurora Federation. I like the way that a lot of the stuff looks, but there's just so many ships. There's just so many ships. There's so much stuff. And it's like, okay, you've got like so many variants that are like similar to each other. It's a lot of stuff. And the balance is definitely not something that's a priority in that mod. So we've still got the named characters for Spindle. They're just hanging out with the hegemony now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need a higher reputation. So that's not happening. Okay, so that's a bit of a disappointment, but not the end of the world. Let me just head on over to the nearest gate and go home. Actually, this is probably closer, but nah, this is going to cost less fuel. Also want to look at bounties. Let's see. Okay, there's a few over here. That is too much. That is too much. That's a station. Yeah, they're all up at like 180,000. Not happening. I'm also going to do exploration contracts then. Actually, let's see. Extensive ruins location. That might be worth investigating. No. We can delete that. Debris field. I think it's right next to my capital, so sure. Ultra rich. Yeah, both of these are in the same system, so we can look at that. Survey data. Not important. Okay. Anything else? Oh yes, we did find this. And that's not going to be for a while. Yeah, unfortunately there's not really... I guess I can visit the core worlds. Yeah, I'll head over to the Hegemony Gate so that hopefully I can pick up some transmissions while I'm around. Maybe snoop around their comm relay. Yeah, Ice Giant. Yeah, I'll drop in like here. Try to sneak up past the patrols. Put a comm sniffer there so I can get missions while I'm out. More reliable source of missions and income would be nice. Oh, hey, look! That's what I'm talking about. I want one of these. More of those, please. Yeah, modders really love to go crazy with the kinds of fighters that they add. Some of them are a little too big. Although it is always funny watching a fighter bay that deploys like a mini Paragon that is legitimately equipped with multiple tachyon lances. Would I use that in an actual game? No. But it is very funny to look at. Oh, withdrawn. That was fast. Let's get in here. What is that? Well, I don't like it because it's... Whatever it is, it seems to be following me. Unless it was like... It didn't look like a sensor ghost, though. No, you guys can't see me. Okay. I probably have to tap into the sensor relay to get them to chase after ghosts. That'll make this a lot easier. Man, the work I gotta do just so that I can start getting missions. The work that I gotta do. Yeah, good to see you, Kyron Plays. Welcome to the first stream. Well, the third stream, but your first stream. Introduce false readings. Yes, let's get on with it. Okay. And then we go to the asteroid field. And hopefully we can sneak up on this comm relay. And then, yeah, it looks like everybody has gone off chasing nothing, which is exactly what I want. Perfect. I mean, you don't gotta... Like, I appreciate it, Firekin, but you don't gotta be asking people to like things. It'll sort itself out. So railguns are nice to have, and I don't have a lot of them. Actually, this is a good opportunity to maybe refit this thing, because these guys should have all the ballistics that I need. Except Vulcans, somehow. Maybe I want to put on a flak cannon. That might do the trick. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to want a heavy mauler, because this took a long time to kill something with any decent amount of armor. There we go. Well, I don't really need the mortars so much as I probably just want more point defense. I've got a heavy mauler for long range. I've got annihilators for short range. Yeah, what I really need here is going to be more kinetic DPS when the enemy closes the distance. The problem... Oh yeah, I can afford to drop that. Okay. We're fine. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then I'm going to buy a bunch of those railguns. Seems like I don't own enough of them. You can never have too many railguns, just in case. Well, I would like to have a Vulcan on the nose, so I don't think I'm going to go 3 railguns. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And you guys... I don't think I want to change this to light autocannons, although it doesn't make it match the others, but I think these things are just better. You have this same flux they have the exact same flux per second, but higher DPS and higher hit strength for 1 more cost. So yeah, these things are just kind of, they're more or less just better. Okay. Yeah, classic modded weapon. Exactly. Precisely. It's always like... Well, it's part of the design of the game is that they're very careful not to make sure, like to make sure that there's not too much overlap between existing weapons. That's why the dual autocannon and the light autocannon are actually feel pretty different. Is this a good place to learn how I should refit my ships? Well, I've got videos about that sort of thing. With a lot of right now, I've got a lot of mods enabled, so maybe not. Have you considered playing variety, something like Civilization or Paradox games? Yeah, I might try playing some other games too. I like FTL. That's a cool game. I don't know if I play Civilization or Paradox. Maybe if we're talking Stellaris, I might play Paradox. I'm not too into like historical games though. Isn't it like left ear my live stream, right ear Chinese Bible at 500% speed, something like that. That's the meme, isn't it? All right, well let's go check on that comm relay because that is very suspicious. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Like, I turned off Prison Freeport for this one, but if you've got a lot of mods enabled, it can help you, like, sort through and find a lot of the less common stuff, because with a lot of mods enabled, you have a lot of things. There's just a lot of quantity of stuff. As if the base game isn't already overwhelming enough. Defense economy videos. Are we talking defense economy in Star Sector, or are we talking going full Perun? Because I would not be able to do that. I don't have that kind of expertise. Okay, so, I mean, it's here. It says it's right there. And the stability is fixed, so that's just confusing. I don't know what happened. I guess the comm relay just turned itself off for a little bit. You know, it was taking a break. It was tired. All the transmissions it's been doing. Are you really a Star Sector fan if you don't add 40 new factions with ships that you'll never play? That is the experience, isn't it? That is the experience. Probably... Can I afford... Where's the patrol HQ? Oh, 300,000. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Ground defenses are a lot cheaper. As useful as a way station is, I might want ground defenses first to get that stability up. And patrol HQ is not going to be too useful because I don't have heavy industry yet. Not to mention lower upkeep. That being said, I'm going to hold on to that cash because I want to upgrade my fleet a little bit. But first, exploration contract. Oh hey, saturation bombardment. Looks like it looks like United Pommed took Asher back from the Hivers, and the Hivers are responding by burning everything to the ground. This is a cool, level-headed, and measured response. They are not mad about it at all. What was that? I'm assuming those were ghosts. Okay. And it is a bit annoying that it shows these... Oh, you know what? I'll go get this debris field and get that out of my intel. It's right here anyways. Another gate. And not the most useful thing in the world when it's right next door, but it's not that bad. You know, I might be able to just pick you guys off for free. Yeah, easy. And you know, with all these D-mods on my Centurions, they're now cheaper to deploy. So remember, lose your ships in combat to make them cheaper next time. It's a powerful strategy. Highly recommended. It's like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend you lose your ships in combat to give them more D-mods. Now, don't ask me why the dentists have such a strong opinion about it, but they do. The Mud Skipper Mark II. I can't wait for the day someone figures out how to make it actually relevant. That's going to be interesting. It's like, yes, if you mount this specific weapon on it, with this specific setup, it can do something. It's not going to do anything. That's just never going to happen. Yeah, they're getting eaten alive out there. Look at me. I am the pirate now. I mean, really, if you think about it, that I am the pirate here, because they were avoiding me, and I decided to kill them. It's a bit weird that they're even tagged as pirates. Like, who decides that? Do they just go around broadcasting, hey, by the way, everyone, we are pirates. You can attack us, and no one will care? Or is it, like, more like their fleet ID is in some kind of, like, repository for, like some kind of, like, pirate database that the hegemony curates? And then when you see their ID, you're like, I see. These are pirates. Like, and it just kind of, like, skips all of that. I wonder. What's the lore behind that? 42069. Thank you, One Cooler Guy. Another big money, big funny. What? I can't tell what that first symbol is. Is your something plain, boring, and uncultured? Does your... What is that, a lobster? Oh, I think it's a lobster. Ah, I see. Then try Tachyon today to make it really shine with that blue lobber. With the low cost of your life savings, you too can have blue lobber today. Bugs on your door? Crew becoming mutineers? Not anymore with blue lobber. Buy today. That is the most incredible ad I have ever seen. Now, One Cooler Guy, this is like the third red super chat, so I'm starting to think that either A, you have a lot of money to throw around and you're trying to bankroll this entire channel, or B, you have been kidnapped by some kind of twisted psychopath who only allows you to communicate with the outside world in the form of red super chats. Like, blink twice if you need rescue. Like this could be very serious. I am in your walls, sir. Oh dear. Perhaps I am the twisted psychopath the whole time. Yes, it's all he's playing the long game. He's trying to take everything over. I'm on to you. And let's get this. Fightin' orbital. There's 2 orbitals. That's pretty good. Considering that all it told me was that there was a debris field, this is some pretty good stuff. Let's just dump all of that. Your videos have finally got me to play Star Sector. I'm very bad at it. Yeah, that's the new player experience. I think someone yesterday asked me what direction I'd like to see the game go, and I think with the first thing that they're doing is they're adding a lot of more endgame content, and they're cleaning up a lot of the UI, which should help with the new player experience. But I think something that they really need to do is revisit the tutorials and revisit the missions, because they can have the tutorials give you very basic information. It would be nice to see them cover a little bit more. And then on top of that, if you, like imagine, for example, if some of the missions weren't just combat scenarios, but they put you into like pre-built campaign scenarios, where it's like, oh, here's a fleet that you have, and you have to smuggle this many organs to Chico Maztok, and then go. Like pre-built mission scenarios, sort of in like the actual campaign map. Something like that as part of the missions would help a lot, I think, with teaching people stuff that a lot of the skills that the game requires. Let's see, debris field. Is that the one that was in the intel? I don't think so, because it's still there. No, I'm not going to establish a comm sniffer here. That would be silly. That'd be foolish. Defender victory. See, look, the Zon Empire managed to repel the Hivers. Humanity is... It's a good thing I have these very balanced and fair mod factions to hold off the incoming invasion while I mess around. So the danger rating for you is very high, but your best ship is a Manticore, which is a fine ship, but it's supported by 2 mules and a bunch of well, there's monitors in there. Some of these are actually real combat ships. Alright, let's drive. Let's drive. Let's go. There appears to be a ship graveyard. Can't... Oh, they used a sensor burst. Alright. That's a problem. Yeah, we can always come back later. Like, there's a lot of loot here, but we can always come back for it later. We can just take the gates and get on out of here. The loot is not going anywhere. Ah, an atlas. That might be useful when I have more ships. Yeah, I'll leave you alone. You can fight those salvagers. Have fun. Bye. That is not my problem anymore. Wait, there's a research station that I didn't salvage. Nice. That is the first thing I'm going to do. It's not even a question. Wait, what map was I looking at? Because it's not in this one. Oh, wait, there was a research station in that system? I didn't even... Oh, that's what that was. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the mission that's nearby first. I'm going to jump through the gate, then jump back. That would be foolish. That would be a fool's endeavor. First, let's do this thing. Some distance away. My favorite kind. I love when they're some distance away. You know, they could be near the heart of the system, you know, easy to find. Orbiting some object in system, easy to find. Some distance away. Oh, great. Outer reaches. Yeah, outer reaches is definitely the worst, but it's also pretty uncommon. Where some distance away is relatively common and very annoying. It's not quite as bad, but it's still pretty annoying. Okay. Some distance away, right. Oh, there was a gate directly in this system. Ah. Well, it's probably... Yeah, it's going to be over here, isn't it? Easy. That's some easy cash. Can I learn this? No. But I can certainly sell it. More Marines that I really don't need. Awesome. I'll take some topographic data. That helps. Every little bit helps. I'm actually capped out on fuel. Crazy. Now let's get out of here. And sell our stuff. Organs for sale. Does anyone need organs? I mean, no, patrol officer. I didn't say organs. I said Morgan Freeman. He's offering his services. Yes, we've cloned him. He's back to life. Yes, 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 I'm aware of the ethics, but, well, I mean, can you blame me? Yes, have a good day, officer. The fool didn't even know I was actually selling human organs, and not the instrument. What a moron. Well, I guess you know what they say. The brightest people in the sector don't become... They don't become patrol officers, that's for sure. Are you really selling organs alone? No, I'm with the science team. If the organs are conscious enough to consent, that raises a whole lot more questions, to be honest. Questions that I am not prepared to ask. Ah, yes, Onslaught. Just what I don't need. I love how there's a pirate variant of the Manticore, and it's completely unchanged. It's the exact same thing. There's no changes from the base variant. It's slightly more red. That's it. They're like, yeah, this is a whole variant. Which, to be fair, painting it red makes it fast. But still. I mean, Manticores are really good. Just gotta get it with the right equipment. Super Heavy Needler. I mean, this is kind of redundant now that the Storm Needler has been changed. Before it made sense. It's like, you know, the Storm Needler is a continuous fire, and this thing's a burst fire with a magazine. But now the Storm Needler does that anyways. So, what's the point? Actually, do I have pylums? Not many. I'll buy some of those. Let's just stock up on some weapons that I might end up using. Yes, we'll buy this off the black market. Yes, the crew is not happy about this. We can fix that. Let's get a nice round number, like this. 50. How many do I need? 360? Alright, I'll go up to 500. Easy. Storm Needle's bad? No, Storm Needle's good. Very good on the Onslaught right now. Unfortunately, I don't really have a large ballistic. I probably have some back home. But right now, I don't really have anything. You know what? This is a job for you. You can get in there. You've got exactly the right skills. Well, you don't have ordnance expertise, but other than that, you've got the right skills. See, do I have escort package? I do. And right now I've only got a cruiser, so it's not that strong, but still. It's nice to know that that's an option. Flux distributor, that's the other thing it needs. Yeah, and then you can get like 3 and then throw up something. Hellbore, Hephaestus, we'll see what I have in storage. And then this can get the other guy. You. There we go. And that'll do for now. What exactly is my next target priority? Probably want to explore some of these. This is not relevant. This is just cluttering my log. Salvaging a lot of this can definitely make me some cash. Oh, you know what? I can go get these survey ships. Oh, that's right. I didn't do that because the pirates were there. I think I'm going to go home first so I can equip this Manticore. And then I'm going to go pay those pirates a little visit. I think the design they went with for the Did I go to the wrong place? No, this is my place. It's just the pirates have taken all of the stuff. Bastards. Maybe I do need a patrol HQ. Maybe I should go start a heavy industry world so I can start getting some serious fleets. Some semi-serious patrol fleets to deal with this. Because I need these. Well, I need this one specifically. Yeah, Spindle's just getting bullied by the hegemony at this point. Yeah, the design between the Manticore and the Enforcer is pretty interesting. Because the Enforcer has 5 medium ballistics. But it has no smalls, no larges, just 5 mediums. And so how do they design the Manticore? 1 large and 3 smalls. So even though they both have, like, ballistic plus missiles, all of the mount sizes are completely different. They don't match up at all. Helps them feel different, despite more or less being the same weapon mounts and both being low-tech. Or the same weapon types, not the mounts. Let's see. Yes, take control. I don't see any pirates. I'd love to kill them. Just, you know, really rub their face into the asteroid dirt. No, take control. Where are they? They're taking my relays, but they're not anywhere to be found. It's a bit strange. It's a bit peculiar. Oh, is this them? Yes. Considering I've fought better fleets than this, and I won. Yeah, I'm gonna take this fight. Danger level 2, please. Although, you can stay back, and you can stay back. So you're the one who puts your dirty fingerprints all over my satellites and my stable locations. I hope you're ready, because you're about to beat your maker. Squalls are pretty good. But not when I can just drop my shields and tank it on the armor like it's nothing. I'm almost tempted to say full assault, but I think that's a little... It's a little early for that. Bro, what are you using your flares for? I didn't even fire my missiles yet. What are you doing? Alright, now we back up and we get out of here. Hold fire so we can get that zero flux boost. Close the distance. And these things have no stats, no hull, no armor, no flux. I'm honestly tempted to make like a Colossus fleet to see if it's doable. Even though they're mostly there as a punching bag. Yeah, they're mostly there just so that you can feel strong by killing them. And also because it kind of makes sense. The pirates would refit freighters that they've hunted. They would use those as combat ships, wouldn't they? Like, it fits. Yeah, they do have ground support package, so if you're trying to do raid, and I think they have a decent amount of cargo space still, so if you're trying to do, like, raiding early, it gives you, like, a mediocre carrier that also helps you with your raiding. Like, it's not necessarily a bad deal, it's just definitely, it's not something you want to take against Ordos. Yeah, well, we'll just claim victory here. I might do a pirate theme eventually, it's just not something that's super interesting to me. Like, I like midline, I like low tech, and I like high tech. But then you look at like pirate, and it's like, I don't really want to do like pirate or Ludic Path until I like that's the stuff that I do when I've run out of other things to do. Okay, well, let's pursue. Yeah, thank you for your donation. That's very kind of you, pirates. Right, let's dump all of that into storage. And, let's see, do I have... That's right, I've got a Gauss cannon. Not really what I want, but I guess for now it'll have to do. Oh, that's really not ideal. Ugh, I mean, these don't really count, right? It's going to mostly be like this. So it's not that bad, but still. And the battle station's almost ready. That's good. That's something. And I'm making credits so that it's doing its job. Yeah, that's the survivors. Not going to worry about them. Okay, now what I want to do. I want to go back there. Through the gates. Yeah, the Pirate Falcon used to be broken, but then they nerfed it to 20 deployment points. So now it's like a side grade to the Griffin. So I did do those. I want to take this. I mean, the Aquila propulsion reactor, there's like a lot of those hull mods that like, hey, level 7, let's go. There's a lot of those, that's pretty good. Of hull mods that mods like to add that just have so much text. It's like, okay, you've written me a novel here for what this does, but I still don't understand it. It's too much. Yeah, the Pirate Falcon's definitely stronger, but that's why it costs 6 more deployment points now. Falcon. Salvage. Hey, this one had drugs. Nice. This one had ore. Yucky. Speaking of, I should really check on that officer that I found. Level 7, you say? What do you do? Yeah, this is looking like the high-tech loadout. Yeah, don't think I want you. Although your skill set, this is the defensive skill set with helmsmanship, impact, field modulation, point defense. Right, it's got armor and shields and point defense. It's very defensive. And a cautious personality, too. You also look exactly like this other guy, so bye-bye. You're gone. Yeah, this is a Paragon officer, if I had one. There's no way we're doing this. We're not doing high-tech again. But I might have to, because Spindle got destroyed, and I need something with some paladin mounts. Alright. I guess I'm throwing you into an Omen for now. You can usurp Penny-Skinus. In fact, it might be time to let go of Penny-Skinus. It might be time. He is a higher level, though. Alright, I guess you can go for now. Hercules. You're gonna take, no, not like that. No, we're gonna leave Robert in there. No. I'm gonna tell you, put you there, and you can sit and be patient. I mean, putting a level 7 in an officer in a high-tech frigate feels like a bit overkill, but he is going to do a good job, that's for sure. In fact, I might want to retrain him to be aggressive and to get elite target analysis. How much flux? Yeah, it's not getting... elite ordnance expertise is not really doing anything here. At least in energy weapon mastery is reducing the flux cost of the AM blaster by 10%, so that's something. Let's do that for you. How's that feel? Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's finish salvaging this system. Yeah, a Hyperion might be something I add to the fleet later on. I don't think I'm going to get my hands on a skirt. The spindle has been too... Oh, it's not going to do anything. Okay. That's a shame. How far along is my... Let's have a look. We're close to polarity. Close, but not quite. Yeah, don't need that. Don't need this, whatever it is. Another Atlas. That's some crew. I mean, when I need them, I'll just buy them. That's the thing. But now that I've got orbital station finished, okay. Now that I've got like a mantle bore, I think I want to start up a colony down here. But for that, I'm going to need more crew. This is a stupid Joker meme that I can't get out of my head. Okay, hold on. Friendly prospector? I don't think... Yeah. Wait, the battle station's joining the battle. Are they... They're actually going to fight? Why? Okay. Well, somebody's got a death wish. That's for sure. I thought that they would just run away. Oh, the Joker meme. It's like... So it's like a... I've been kind of working on my Mark Hamill Joker impression. Not the movie Joker, but like the cartoon one. Or he's like... He's doing a prank call, and he's like, "Oh, I've been planning this one for weeks. Hello, fat fetish artist. I'd like to commission a weight loss comic." Oh, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Just a harmless little prank. Oh, jeez. I thought you were one of those jerks who don't take my work seriously. That one stuck in my head. Yeah, this is just a slaughter. Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, the artist getting more and more angry. "You son of a bitch! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!" Yes, I'd like to commission a comic where a college woman is eating a full tub of ice cream at the first panel. And then hitting the treadmill in the second panel. "You son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you!" Big brain energy. Yes, I'd like to commission A non-omen fleet. That's a real Joker moment. It really got me in my society. Ugh. I feel it in my society. My society, it hurts. Oh my, your Jonkler impression. You want to know how I got these scars? I'm the Jonkler, baby. I could do that a little better. That was a bit weak. What's the plan B if Omens get nerfed? Well, Tempests are getting buffed. So, those will probably be good. Yeah, we'll send that. And the Dram got away, because of course it did. It's a Dram. They always get away. That's to be expected. It's a bit weird that they even... I mean, it's got 5D mods, so no. I'll just take the resources, thanks. Okay, that does that. Let's drop all this crap off. Drop that off. What are these? Zontac. 12, heavy fighter. So I guess these are a competitor to... These are like a competitor to the Warthog. That's what it looks like. Yeah, even if Domans get nerfed, they're probably still going to be relevant. I mean, can you imagine? They used to be 5 deployment points. They used to be 5 deployment points and give 2% ECM. Absolutely ridiculous. Unhinged level of stuff right there. I go do myself a coffee. Want some? Yes, I do like coffee. Thank you, Matush. Yeah, they used to be 5 DP. I mean, to be fair, they did kind of get a buff with, like after that, when you got the ability to SMod built in. With the addition of SMod bonuses, and you can now SMod these things, they kind of got a buff too, even after... Ew, British? Or would you like some crispity, crunchy... you call these things chips, and not crispity, crunchy, munchy, cracker jack, snack, nibbler, snap, crack, and pop, Wester, Porchester, Shire, Queen, lovely, jubbly delights. That's rather a bit cringe, innit, bruv? Yeah, British people. With big air quotes. I don't know if high maintenance would do it. That's just, yeah, I know I know that one by heart. I don't know if that would do it. It'd just make them more expensive. Oh, you got a license for that accent? Oh, you listen here, bruv. What, do you want me to say bottle of water? Oh, is that what you want, is it? Bottle of water? Bottle of water? Fuck off! Fuck off! I've got better things to do with my time than to entertain you bloody Americans by saying bottle of water for you. Bastards. It's Tuesday, innit? Yeah, it's... depending on how high class or low class I end up doing my English accent, it can sound very Australian by accident. I don't think I'm... Purple burglar alarm. Wasn't that like a Scottish accent that he had? I don't know. Don't know if I really want to bust out a Scottish accent. It's not gonna go well. So now we need to buy more crew. Okay. Oh god, what was that one stupid... This one Twitter post that was like... Some Scottish person made. It's like... I'm trying to remember the beginning. I can't remember it. Damn. I know it ends with it ends with the words "you easily offended mutant," so it's pretty good. You know, it's pretty fire, kind of lit, fam. It's pretty epic. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? Well, it's got to be the steel in it. No, they're the same. They're both a kilogram. But steel is heavier than feathers. Just the sheer the acting on that is incredible. Like the sheer confusion on his face. He looks legitimately upset by this information. Yeah, I think I just want to go to them, and then I'm going to start up another colony. Although, I could use a little more cash before I do that. So, let's have a look. Scotland forever! Is that really the only mission? Yeah. I mean, I can do it, and it's at a black hole, so there's probably a research station there. Ah, fine, Hegemony, I'll do that for you. You lazy bastards. Got to do everything around this. I've got to do everything around this household. I mean, sector. Yeah, so I guess I'll hop over to Empyrean, and while I'm there, I'll search for some kobolds. With windmills. I don't know what you're referencing, so probably not. Bob Ross, thanks for the 20. Born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore the galaxy, born just in time to sector these stars. Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship? Sir, I'm sectoring these stars. Doing a Master Chief, I could probably use more work on that. It's a bit difficult. Oh, that's the one. Luna Girl, you got it. That's exactly the one I was referring. That's the one I was talking about. Oh, cheek the colony cunt roaster, you humming goth sitting in your gaff, scunnered about some cunt using the word chinky like you've never used it before, you easily offended mutant. Steak to head button walls, you slipknot season ticket holder. Something like that. We up in this business, sectoring our stars. I'll sell you some crap. And you sell me some crap. That's what I like to see. What language is that? You know, I don't know. It came to me in a dream. It just spiritually entered my body. Like, I didn't even know what I was saying. I was just making sounds. I was speaking in tongues. It's probably not even real. Do you guys have good, anything? Oh, I don't own any phase lances yet, so I'll take those. Really, Merc 9s? That's what you got? That's a shame. Savant level memory, but only for brain rot and starships. That is a great question. That is a great question. I just have a good memory in general. That's the real answer. Yeah, modern historians versus ancient historians be like, where's your source? Where's your source for that? Where's your source? Versus ancient historians, I saw it in a dream. Here, let me tell you all about it. Let's have a go for this. Another one. I think I'll pass. Falcon P... Why is it 130,000 credits? That's pretty expensive. I think I'll pass. Like, yeah, it's a 20 deployment point cruiser, but I think I'll pass on that one. Right, so I do want to carry around some more crew. That is something I want. Other than that... Oh, wait, they have Hellbores. Huh? Where did those come from? I didn't see them. They manifested. I guess I was just thinking about them really hard. And if I run a Hellbore, then I can go with railguns, and that'll be good. Yeah, one day historians will have to explain internet culture. I think at that point, the historians doing that work will have been raised in a culture that was in that culture, you know? Like, it's not going to be weird for them. I have depicted you as the Soy Jack and myself as the Giga Chad. Your argument is invalid. Yeah, I think this will do. Alright, let's just have a little look. How do you do against like a hammerhead? But like the better one. Because the other hammerhead here. Well, let's have a look at this. It's got blast doors and 4,800 flux capacity. You would instantly improve this build by dropping the blast doors and getting more flux capacity. Like, it's just got no defense. Very, very vulnerable. Historians in the future will sell military blueprints for story points. Yeah, that seems lore accurate. I mean, you're telling me they don't do that already? Like, I thought that was... Like, I don't think historians get paid very much. I thought, like, the whole point was accruing story points. Yeah, well, blast doors, I think, is a holdover from before my time. Because when I started playing, crew experience was already long dead. But there used to be a mechanic called crew experience. So having ways of protecting your crew's lives was useful, because you didn't want to lose your veteran crew. Of course, that mechanic has a lot of problems. It's not good. So they axed it, which is sensible. But now, there's not much reason to preserve your crew. Aside from, I guess, feeling good about it. Maybe it saves you some money, but even then, a lot of the time, you're going to save more crew by just investing in better combat stats so you don't take hull damage in the first place. Yeah, From the Depths is a very interesting game, that's for sure. Yeah, like this... Look at him go. He's doing it. Now imagine if he had railguns, this would be even better. But yeah, and then here come the pylons of the fragmentation and EMP damage. Good stuff. Pylons are surprisingly good at finishing off targets. 500 fragmentation damage is nothing to sneeze at. Although if I have to upgrade to railguns, I might only... What I might do is I'll upgrade like this one to a railgun and leave the others as autocannons. And it'll be like that. Speaking of, I like to put the side ones on a separate fire group. It gives the AI more control for flux management. Starship Legends is... I mean, it's a bit much. It lets you min-max things even more than you really should be able to. It's too much. It's a little too much for me. Let's not go... Let's just get the vanilla mechanics down first. Let's not worry about Starship Legends. I think there's good reason not to use it. Even though the idea is kind of cool. I'm probably not going to touch that. Hey, there we go. There's a Cobalt. Have I got a job for you? Alright, who is going to pilot this thing? Alright, you can pilot this thing, Mr. I am a level 7 officer. And Penny Skinas can have his old job back. Alright, you're not getting airlocked just yet. Alright, you really need some kinetic damage, but there's no options here, so... sucks to suck. Lamau. Just phase lance through their shields, I guess. I'll worry about that when I get home. Let's see, what do I want? I want Fortress Protocol, right? Yeah. That's a good value proposition. We'll do this for now. For now. Look, I understand that the egg is a fan favorite, but it lasted for like one combat. The egg is not coming back. Maybe later. Maybe much later. But I'm not buying an egg right now. Yeah, PD arc emitter, do I have the hull mod? Hold on. It's very... Yeah, I do have it, okay. So, it doesn't have any point defense slots at all, kind of like the Brawler. But the arc emitter is very okay. I think if you give the officer like the point defense skill, this can shoot down like 2 salamanders or something. It's not bad. Oh, you know what? I do want shield conversion. Let's not forget that. Funny beats efficient. Give us the egg. No. Yo, that's a ship from popular Chinese cartoon. Cowboy Bowboy. That's the one. The one with the jazz music, right? It's so over, Egg Bros. Yes, you... Like, if you spam egg too much, you're gonna get thrown out the airlock with Penny Skeetus. Yes, oh yes, of course. The famous line from the end of Cowboy Bowboy. You're gonna carry that egg. Alright, let's see if we can get more Kobolds without D-mods and more Phase Lances. That would be nice. Right, and now we also had a mission that I wanted to do, which is this thing. Yeah. Okay. See you later, Dr. Eggman. I mean, I'll probably just get those for free by killing stuff, so I think I'll pass. I'm actually not planning to use Tachyon Lances, even though they are very good. The heck are these? Probably... 12-point Interceptor sounds like it's probably really strong. I'm gonna pretend it's not there. Well, I mean, actually, if I can't get to Sioux Assault Fighter, I might have to settle for some Vic fighters. See how good they are. I actually have no idea how good these are. I'll buy them. I'm not gonna use them for a while, but I will find out eventually. Okay, so no Phase Lances. That's a shame. There's a Cobalt, but it's got a bunch of D-mods that I don't care for. And move on to the next one. Oh, it's good to have you here, Elliot. Glad you enjoy my rambling and my nonsense. Penny Skeetus is in fact egging up the place. And nobody, like, do not let him cook. He tries to mix eggs with blue lobsters. It's just, like, somebody needs to stop him. That is not how you... That is not a viable meal. Fighter spam will continue until morale improves. I'm pretty sure fighter spam has the opposite effect in this universe. Oh boy. Johnny, Jim, and Sarah have all been obliterated to smithereens in their talons. My turn. Hooray! Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to get much more. I've got the one. Okay, that is pretty far away, but I'll take it just in case. Hi, Fabio. Good to see you. Waiter, more talons, please. You guys, no. Alright, let's actually go do this mission. Let's get some cash. Let's get some money. Let's get some bank. Did somebody say meat grinder? If I chop you up in a meat grinder, and all that comes out that's left of you is your eyeball, you're probably dead. God, somebody did an animation of that, and the style is so perfect. It's just that one animator who loves animating Jerma. He just makes him look so creepy. But like normal, it's very impressive. I think they're probably going to dodge most of the features of Nexarolin. They do seem like they want to give us more control over the fate of the sector in the long term, but like ground invasions, the way that Nexarolin plays out, probably not. Giant enemy spider. Isn't Jerma like retired now or something? Or like semi-retired? Yeah, for the most part, the devs want a lot of the sector to be pretty stable for the player. Yeah, having them like invade each other a lot would be a bit of an issue. Do I have any gates up here? No. Don't think I do. Let me double check. Oh, no, I have a gate right there. Oh, that's perfect. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. He's not retired. Okay. Interesting. One thing that I would like them to change is making it so you can... So, the way that sat bombing works just doesn't fit a lot of the rest of the game at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed. It's a bit weird because they don't want you to kill important quest NPCs by accident. So any planet with an important quest NPC for the main quest, you cannot destroy the colony. You can sat bomb it down to size 3, but you can't destroy it. Which is a bit awkward. It's like I don't think I should be allowed to complete the main quest line if I have killed millions of people in Hellfire. Alright, let's do a little scanning here. This is going to cost some supplies, but totally worth it for that sweet, sweet data. Alright, here we go. Close range and burn. That's going to be, yep, that's going to cost a lot of supplies. But we got reverse polarity. Which we can't. Yeah, it's a bit, it feels a bit placeholder. Like the idea that you can sat bomb something and delete entire millions of people, but then you can just go about the main quest line. Like you can sat bomb Chico Moztok until there's only 1,000 people left, and then still talk to the High Hegemon like normal during the quest line. It's like, okay, well, if the player goes around sat bombing things, they should just not be allowed to do the main quest line. Like that's not going to be any. No players can sat bomb things by accident. Like the game warns you, like, by the way, this is a crime, and everyone's going to hate you. And, like, no new player is going to ruin it by accident. Yeah, Asher just got bombed, and we're out here surveying rocks and skimming black holes. I don't know what's strange about that. That's just normal. You know, we're on that Sigma grind set. It's like a start. It's like, what do you want me to do? I'm a space captain. I do space captain things. The concerns of them landlubbers is not mine. Gate. El Gato. With the destruction of this planet, the thread of fate is severed. Load a save to continue. The fate of this world is doomed. That sounds about right. That's what this Morrowind, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a lot you could do with the reputation system. There's a lot more you could do than just a flat reputation. But you also don't want to make it too complicated, and you want it to stay intuitive, right? And while this reputation system leaves a lot to be desired, it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't require, right? It's not like shipbuilding where it requires like a 3-hour video essay on how to do ships. Right? You don't need that for reputation. It's like, reputation go up, good. Reputation go down, they don't like you anymore. Pretty simple. I mean, I would like to get into some more amateurish voice acting work. That would be pretty fun. Maybe start up a Fiverr. Just like, hey, you want me to say some random nonsense in a funny voice? I can do that. Yes, it seems the Hivers don't like anyone. Well, I hope their skin conditions get better. Okay, gates. Yeah, I'm going to take one of these. Or maybe I should fly straight there. No. Yeah. Yes. Because that is the system. No, it's next to the system, of course. It's the neutron star. Yeah, we'll just fly straight there and take the gate back. Oh, and of course, I'm going to need to stop repair so we don't burn through all of our supplies. And I... added XP from profitability of personally governed colonies. I have honestly never noticed that, but it gave me a level. So, that's pretty neat. I'm thinking with all of these frigates, it's about time I grab Wolfpack Tactics. It's about time. Yeah, because I have enough fuel for a 2-way trip, which means that with the fuel efficiency of a gate, I should absolutely be able to just teleport back. Yeah, maybe it's an Exerlin thing, because I don't remember colonies giving XP. That might be an Exerlin thing. I really don't know. Defender victory. I love how that's like... The tone of that sound was really negative, but this was a good thing. The Ludic Church fended off an invasion from the bugs. God. With all this egg discourse, it's just reminding me of Pro ZD. Man, the shooting in this game is really excellent. I love the shooting mechanics. It's time for egg delivery! What? Can you deliver all 60 eggs before the time runs out? I don't want to. Well, too bad. It's mandatory. And if you run out of time, you've got to start over. So much egg discourse. Kind of becoming a voice acting resume. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how that's... I really don't know how that industry works. I mostly do funny voices for fun because it's fun. I think that enemy got the point. I think that enemy got the point. Well, Archibald, did he get or not get the point? I think that enemy got the point. Okay. Okay. Domain era survey ship. What I like to see. We're going somewhere. We're going places. Going places, kiddo. Where... Hold on. King Dragon sends his regards. No. Penny Skinus sends his regards. No. It's like... And if I was to make those skits, I think Penny Skinus would be the obvious betrayer who's obvious, and everyone can tell. Ah, yes, this world is impure. If only it could be as beautiful as me. Is anybody else hearing this? This guy sounds pretty evil. Oh, no, that's just Penny Skinus. He's like that. You know, he's pretty chill, though. You know, he's like a good guy. Oh, yes, I was the evil one, the betrayer the whole time. My machinations are so brilliant, I lay undetected for years. A reading of Dr. Light's lines from Mega Man 8. I have no idea what those are. I have no idea what the lines are. Penny Skinas kills off Robert in the season 1 finale. Yo, spoilers! Dude, I haven't gotten that far yet. Damn, like that's just... I can't believe you would... Like, you gotta at least tag that with a spoiler. Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. I can't actually remember too many of the lines that he says, but I think I can do... What's his name? The guy from... The guy who says Nerevar. Nerevar. Come, Nerevar, come. Fuck. I mean, I did the meme, some of the memes in his... I just don't remember anything else. It's been a while. Dagoth, that's the guy. Dagoth. I'm a god gamer. How could you kill a god gamer? Come, Nerevar, come. Check out my computer device. I have depicted the council. What are they called? The council? The elves that banished him? I've depicted them as the Soyjak, and ourselves as the Gigachads. The Tribunal, that's it. The Triumvirate. I have depicted the Triumvirate as the Soyjaks, and myself as the Gigachad. Is this how you honor the 6th house and the tribe unmourned? Yeah, now it's coming back to me. I want to explore the system a little bit more, but that death beam is kind of annoying. Something is approaching. That's not good. Well, considering the state some of my ships are in, I don't like this. No, we're moving. Bye. Nope. That's a... I guess you could say it's a bad omen. Play an epic guitar riff because the pun was just... That pun was straight tubular. That was radical. Yeah, pulling out the Joestar... The classic... The Joestar family technique that's been passed down for generations. Nigarundayo. Which translates to, let's get the fuck out of here. So there's a... Where is it? Last seen orbiting a barren world, so probably here. Hey, nice. I'm not seeing any... Yeah, there's not any ruins, so I'm not going to waste my few remaining supplies on that. Hey, now we found the mothership. That's an alpha core and a good colony item. That's what I like to see. Welcome, Chadicus Rex. Welcome, friend or traitor. I see. If I had just given you the alpha core, you would have joined me. Alright, how's my situation looking? Okay, so it's up here. I don't think I have the fuel to do this. Because I would have to fly back to find the gate. That's unfortunate. Can I cross the sector? Probably not, but I can have a look. I can cross the sector. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything important in this area? I can't do this right now. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I want to go home. Well, no, first I want to go to the core worlds to pick up some fuel and sell some crap. Then I want to go home. Well, no, I don't actually need to go home. I can go down here first. Hold on. I think I want to go to the core worlds, then go back up here so that I can... I want to figure out what item I'm getting first, because I do want to colonize another world soon. Let's expand. Expand aggressively. Let's get that on. I'm seeing an exclamation mark. I guess that's one of the special task forces. Hostile pursuing your... What? For what purpose? Empty thy pantaloons. For what purpose? Expand, explore, and exterminate all xenomorphs. That's a unique missile, Invictus. Don't like that. They're pulling up to me like a British gangster. In the name of Lud, empty thy pantaloons. But good sir, for what purpose? Empty thine pantaloons immediately. So if I burn this way, I can pretend I was never here. Bye. Nice knowing ya. Just remember, if someone tries to rob you, remind them that robbing is illegal and that you do not consent to being robbed. They can't do anything now. Oh, that's right about the same place, so that's good. I'm gonna snap all of these contracts. I might not do all of them, but I'm gonna grab them. I own an Invictus for home defense, just as Lud intended. And then you could fill out the rest of that meme with, like, blasted the neighbor. It's like, blasted him with a hurricane. Hit the neighbor's starbase. Yeah, you know, the rest of it. It's a little hard to think of all the details on the fly. Okay, let's grab everything we need. Railgun. Mine. Gimme, gimme. That's what I like to see. Alright, and of course, we can now repair everything. That's a lot of supplies. But I bought a lot of supplies, so we're good. This is a good day. And while we're here... Hey, bud. You want to make me rich? Because I'd like to get rich. I own a planet killer weapon for home defense, as the domain intended. There's a lot of room for exploring those kinds of memes. For what purpose? Empty thine pantaloons. Now. Oh, we're getting sensual. Let's see. Yeah, so the gate is going to take me up here to the black hole, and then I can travel up there and travel back. Is there a gate? It doesn't seem like there's any down here. I'll ignore those for now. Let's fly around. Ah, another invasion. Hopefully the United Pament that I have... I actually don't know anything about the faction because I've not interacted with them at all. Well, maybe they'll add more uses for the planet killer in the future. But for now, yeah, you just donate it. Alright, mothership time. Actually, I didn't even think about this, but it might be... Well, this Hellbore is certainly going to do a good job, and the Phase Lancers are going to do a good job, but I'm not sure how prepared I am for this, actually. I haven't I haven't really fought too many survey drones, so I guess it shouldn't be too bad. But the difficulty of the mothership scales up the more survey drones you fight before getting to it. Yeah. Can't wait for the patch notes to read. Planet Killer got buffed. Radius increased. Damage increased. Uh-oh. That would be a little... Ooh, I'm going to start sweating a little bit. Hey, yo, Starfarers, check this out. It's me, John Starsector. I'm about to pull an epic prank with this Planet Killer. The hegemony is gonna piss their pants when I drop this on this world, but what they don't know is I don't even have the activation code, so it's like totally safe, bro. But like, imagine the look on the patrol's faces when this thing is flying straight at the hive cities on Chico Maztok. Crazy, bruh. It's gonna be wild. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic space pranks. Smash that like button like I smashed your mom. Alright, how much have we got here? Yeah, see, look at that. I have not fought, because sometimes you get to these really late, and it's got like 10 ramparts. It's a bit ridiculous. I'm pretty sure my last playthrough, the Spacer playthrough, there was an insane amount of these things. But in this playthrough, yeah, looking pretty chill. It's like an easy, like a little casual battle. It's like a warm-up. I think surprisingly Gargoyle does have some morals. I don't think Gargoyle would prank people with a Planet Killer. Not with like a physical one anyways. Maybe he might, or they might. Like, Gargoyle might like spread false information on the dark web and tell people that there's a Planet Killer, but I don't think Gargoyle would like actually drop a Planet Killer on anyone. Yes, of course. Gone wrong. Like, it's not a prank video unless you've got gone wrong, gone sexual in the title. That's just the way that it is. I think you could convince Gargoyle to lie and say that you gave the Planet Killer to somebody else, even if you keep it for yourself. As long as Gargoyle is convinced that it's funny, then probably you could do it. Oh no, salamanders. Oh, those Reapers scared me for a second, but I think we're good. Honestly, I don't really have to do much here. This is going to be a pretty easy fight. As long as I don't get myself cycloned. Oh no, my shields are at 0 flux. Whatever will I do? So I lost a Centurion. That's fine. He's probably fighting one of these things. The Centurions are here to absorb damage. They're like half the price of Omens and for only 4 deployment points, but they do a pretty good job. Stellaris, Plaza FTL music. Good choice. Best candidates for safety of rides. I haven't really thought about that too much because safety rides is just mostly good on a lot of ships. Like, it's hard to find a bad candidate, really. But the best candidates are probably the ones that have it for free. Like the Ludic Path Brawler. Yeah, I mean, look how easy this is. Compared to the stress of fighting those pirates last time, this is baby mode. I wonder, you know, it's possible that if you find the mothership first without fighting any drones, that it'll spawn in with, like, no defenders. It's possible. Well, the Hyperion got its safety of ride build nerfed because now it has delicate machinery. So before you you would just use like hardened subsystems and combat endurance to make sure it could actually last after the peak performance runs out. But with delicate machinery, it's on a short clock. Oh, let's not get exploded. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you got hurt. Okay, so there's the Alpha Core, and when I salvage it, Synchrotron, nice. So it looks like we're going to be doing some fuel. Because I've got a Mantle Boar and I've got a Synchrotron Core, so that's going to be a nice setup for a barren planet. Yeah, can I get the triple dip? Can I? I can, actually, yes. That is a lot of metal. I am not coming back for it. Another domain era survey ship, you say? Well, isn't that lovely? There's a lot of planets here, but I don't think I care. And there's a gate. That's convenient. Very convenient. Should just grab more logistic ships. Yeah, it's debatable. It's not like saving all of that metal actually increases your profits by very much, given how cheap metal is. It's nice to be having like a fleet that's pretty low to the ground, with mostly smaller ships, because that way you navigate through hyperspace a lot easier. The bigger your fleet is and the bigger your ships are, the more you get slowed down by nebula and stuff. Alright, you can scan in between them, right? Yeah, let's go scan that. I don't think it's... How much is it worth? I don't remember. Yeah, there is a good barren planet in a system with a gate. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, 20. That's actually pretty good. Not like those gas giants with their 5. Yucky. I'll come back for that. I mean, this system has a gate. I can easily come back for all of this. It's just a big toxic, so it's not actually going to... I'll scan this a magnetic field. Wait, did it... I have 1,000... Damn! That's a lot of supplies. Alright. We're looking good. Yeah, let's get out of here. Barren planets, because they're really good for a few colony items. So barren planets having no atmosphere means that you can use synchrotron cores and catalytic cores. And not being habitable means you can use the autonomous Mantle Boar. So while the hazard rating being higher is going to penalize you with those maintenance costs, a good barren world will make up for that by making very good use of all of these colony items. But it's only really worth it if you have those colony items. Yeah, just realized ground combat is not vanilla. Yeah, that's Nexarelin. That is not vanilla. And as always, there's a bunch of dead ships around the gate. That's a big fat load of not my problem. So Mantle Boars don't boost, they don't boost volatiles. I mean, it is nice to have a mining station that also gets volatiles, but they're not getting boosted by the thing. Hello, egg holder. How many eggs have you collected for me? Yes, quite. And I can actually drop off a ton of these. Yeah, 272 is good. So I won't have to pay for supplies for a while, because I can just come pick these up. And 500,000 credits is more than enough to go start another colony. Alright, give me a minute. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like a minute or so. And we're back. We're officially gaming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm using Mikohime's Java update already. And then the next version of the game is going to have its own Java upgrade. There's a lot of things coming in the next patch. There's end-game content, there's an Intel overhaul, there's an upgrade to a new version of Java. Next update's going to be great. So let me just hype it up for you some more while we wait for it with no idea when it's going to come. So it's here, which is really close to where I'm setting up a colony anyways. Alright. Isn't the boombox onslaught like one of the oldest things? It's among the ancients, really. So was it here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was here. It was you. Can lay in course. It's the big red one. There we go. It's time to expand. Expand aggressively. What do you guys want? Alright, Sunday. If that even is your real name. Hello, space traveler. I see you decided to stop by again. Now we happen to be in need of some supplies. In return, we can give you fuel. Are you interested? Wow, he wants 150 supplies. I mean, I can afford that. Is this... I'm pretty sure supplies are worth 4 times as much as fuel, unit for unit. So, an even trade would be 600 fuel. This is a little bit better. Doesn't random assortment of things give you the ability to create custom weapons? I think that's one of the features that he has. No? Maybe that was a different mod. Or maybe he just showed it. Maybe he was just showing it off, but he didn't implement it. Yeah, I mean, it's probably OP. But I know that somebody... I know that somebody made a mod where they were showing it off in... They could, like, create custom weapons in the game where you could mess around with the stats. Right, so we're going to colonize you guys. Wait, hold on. I am a fool. I forgot the supply cost to colonize, and so I traded my supplies away for fuel, which I'm now going to spend to go back so I can get my supplies. Ladies and gentlemen, and gamers of all sorts, this is what we like to call business. We're doing the business. Pirates again? Someone ought to kill these bastards. Actually, I'm getting close to the point where I can just attack their stations and deal with it myself. Especially if the station is isolated. If I've got this many frigates and a cruiser and a destroyer with a hellbore, it's probably doable. Gotta figure out where the rats are. Take control? Yes. Leave. Chadicus unit has taken control of the comm relay. Again. Yeah, I hear second in command is a overhaul of the skill system, but I haven't looked into it yet. So people are asking, people have already asked, like, what second in command build would be really good? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just know that it exists. But I might forget that it exists. So then I would have, like, negative knowledge about it. Yeah, I guess our Marines would be Chad Marines, wouldn't they? Send in a unit of Chad Marines. Chadicus unit has sent in a unit of Marines. But they call them Chads, where they're from. Alright, let's take a bunch more supplies this time. There we go. Now this is business. Brian Griffin. Is this one of those Family Guy memes that I'm too uninterested to understand? Yeah, that failed. That's fine. I'm going to go here, then go down here. But first, let's colonize the good one. Oh no, not Brian Griffin. You hear that? That's the sound of everyone mourning. Yeah, it's not very loud, is it? No, I don't have a cat. Pictures of a cat at subscriber milestones is a good idea, but no, I don't have one. Obviously, this is the Skylord's Thunderdome. I mean, okay, that apostrophe's in the wrong spot. Hold on. Skylord's Thunderdome. Yeah, hot 10k subs. I don't know what I'm going to do at 10k subs. I'll do a something. Maybe one of those Q&As that nobody watch. Every YouTuber's got to do a Q&A at some point, right? She Skylords on my Thunderdome until I Chadicus unit. Yeah, growth is at minus 11%, but as long as it stays small, that's actually going to be fine. We don't want to attract too much attention. Star Sector mod waifu rating. I mean, that's on brand, yeah. That would be a 10k sub special. A satirical tier list, yeah. Yes, that's a good idea. An old game you really like. Well, I'm planning to play old games that I really like anyways. A kilogram of antimatter fuel, or a kilogram of supplies. Well, supplies are heavier than antimatter. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Rating all of the vanilla ships on a smash or pass. Just like, smash, pass, 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 pass. Smash? That sort of thing. So we do have fuel production, but mining is a lot cheaper to get going. This is a lot cheaper, and I've also got the mantle borer anyways. Then I can throw in a little bit more stuff as well. Skylord's Thunderdome. Let's just... Sky Splitter. Yeah, let's not get too into the sexualization of spaceship designs. That could be... let's just avoid that for now. I'll think about it when I think about it, which is not right now. Getting all, aggregating all of the ship girl art. That might be a bit more. Oh, you know what? 10k could be me trying to draw ship girl art. My drawing skills are not great, but they're not the worst thing in the world. So it's going to be like comprehensible, but not very impressive. You could do a drawing stream. It's like, all right, it's time to anthropomorphize the Omen. Okay, I do want... Well, I can't... Yeah, I can't really do anything for now. I'll just have to wait. The Omen Chan. So what would the Omen's character design be like? It's got to... Like, the character design has to reflect the nature of the ship. Being a frigate, she's probably got to be short, right? Like, the larger the ship class, the taller they are. So, being a frigate, it's got to be short. Now draw Odyssey Chan giving birth. God, that meme. Yeah, we've got the excellent... What is it? The elegant egg holder and the Skylord's Thunderdome. A match made in heaven. No, I don't think the Omen would be a short stack. I think that if we're going to go down that route, the rack size has to be dependent on their mounts, on their weapon mounts. Like if we're being consistent with our logic here. Yeah, maybe an electric, like an ahoge, like a little hair sticking up, and it like zaps people somehow, and that's like the arc emitter. That would be fitting. And then her twin sister, the Tempest Chan, might have like little drones that follow her around. Ship girls are a pathway to many abilities some would consider to be unnatural. I see, so you're trying to seduce me to the dark side of the Force. No, Anakin, I was just making small talk. Also going high-tech, of course. 150,000. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that. How many story points have I got? It is getting +2 from the organics. No, from the comm relay, so there is that going for it. Because the accessibility is still an issue, because the spaceport is finished and we're still at -3% access. Right, okay, hold on. That should be here. This will solve some problems. There we go. And this will solve some more problems. There we go, 37%. That's a little better. Might even need to throw some cash at a way station. As much as I don't like it, but I'll hold on to that for now. The Eagle, with the right weapons loadout, is pretty good. Triple heavy autocannon with triple phase lance is a good, like, medium range build with high DPS. And if you want a long range build, you can go hypervelocity driver with auto lance. And then breach missiles to deal with the armor. Would Paragon be a healer? Huh. I mean, if you're translating it into more like RPG mechanics, I don't know if there's any healers in this game. Seems like a bit of a mismatch. Yeah, the Paragon would be a tank, of course. Alright, let's not go there with the carriers. Let's settle down. Like, second was already gone. Yeah. Let's be very careful with that. It's a dangerous territory. Alright, this is wholesome vibes only. I think the Talon's gender is exploded. Like, it's probably going to blow up before you even get the chance to ask. Something is approaching. No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. Of course it had to spawn in front of me. Exactly the way that I like it. I'm not totally against fighting this, but I didn't really save. So, I'm a little concerned. That's 20. That's 55. Okay, we're not beating that. That's almost Paragon tier, and it's like a space insect that I don't know what it does. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Let's get out of it. Like, they didn't see me. I'm like John Cena. No, humanity is not winning, son. Very sad. Nice. Okay, so there should be something. Oh, it's some distance away. Of course. My bad. Nothing. Actually nothing. Okay, that's cool. So there's only one, and it's somewhere over here. There's one pointing at the planet, one pointing at the star. There's a faint signal over here, but... Oh, there it is. Okay, so the neutrino detector actually worked. Nice. The heck is this? Covert hive ship? This has got to be some, like, hiver stuff. No. I'm not going to use the hiver technology. That's beneath me. 下是冰淇淋 John Cena. Hi for like sure. I'm just slamming random syllables together. That doesn't mean anything. I guess I'll just go back to my colony for now. Yeah, I'm not going to make that in time. I'm not going to make that in time. I do kind of want to go here. So let's see. Let's monitor the colony. We're now making cash. That's good. That's a start. 下线靠让我选择我有冰淇淋 ice cream. It is very funny that ice cream in Chinese is, or I assume it's like, is Mandarin. And it's pronounced Bing Chilling. It's like, no, we don't use Google. We're Bing Chilling. Didn't realize that China was such a big fan of the Bing browser. And they might be the only ones. Just insulted some poor guy's mother. I mean, yeah, it's definitely... I mean, if you're spelling it using English letters, then it's still not the right spelling. The correct spelling would be Chinese characters, but spelling it Bing Chilling is close enough for us to get the idea in English. Yeah, like that. Can they access Bing? Not the right person to ask. I do not know. I don't think I need to babysit that colony for now. There's not much I can do for it. Stability is looking alright. This will fix that pretty soon. The mine... I mean, it's already making money, and the mining's not even finished. Its growth being negative is fine, because if our colonies grow, it's going to cause... It's going to cause a lot of crises to escalate, and I don't want to worry about that for now. Chaticus Rex goes where Chaticus pleases. Yes, absolutely. In fact, when I was playing, what is it, Divinity Original Sin 2, as Chaticus Rex, I'm pretty sure that I did refer to myself in third person as Chaticus Rex. Okay, let's go do some of these missions. So, okay, let's gates. Yeah, okay. This one, what is it? Domain error probe, don't really care that much. Domain error probe. Ship and asteroid field. I mean, this one's next to some ruins and some other stuff, so I'll go to this one. It's also really close to the core worlds. And then I can come back home and do this one. Let's head over to the nearest gate and gate it over with. What is a starfarer? A miserable little pile of credits. But enough talk. Shadicus Rex sounds like the kind of guy to go to a ball crushing factory where they crush his balls. I think his balls are too, like, sturdy. Like, he's like a rare specimen. They put him through the machine and they just come out, like, they come out unflattened somehow. Well, the Atlas Mark II is actually pretty good. It's just a glass cannon. That's all. It's got accelerated ammo feeder with 2 large ballistic slots. That's something that no other ship has. And then on top of that, it's got 2 large missiles. It's got the firepower of a proper capital, but all of the defense of a destroyer. Where is this? Yeah, okay. Well, they're attacking a bunch of stuff. So far, that does not look like they're taking anything from those guys. Okay, why does it still tagged new? I've clicked on it. Oh, is this a bug? It's still tagged new. That's annoying. I hope that doesn't stay that way. Yeah, the Prometheus Mark II is also pretty good. Like, if you want to experiment with a bunch of different combinations, the Prometheus Mark II is very unique because you get to put a large missile, a large ballistic, and a large energy, and fighter bays all at the same time. Very unique combination. It's just got limited ordnance points and flux stats, and it's slow. But other than those issues, the weapons package can be very interesting. Defender victory. Excellent. Okay, that's not interesting to me. Don't tell me about it. It's in the heart of the Schrodinger system. Last time I checked, IED ships are kind of a great way to cheese the game, if that's what you're into. They will certainly get the job done. Yeah. A little failure here and there is not my concern. Do I even need to deploy my ship? Yeah, I guess so. Let's get right into the action. Die. Triple heavy machine gun is not that threatening to a low-tech ship. I could block it if I want, but I also don't really have to. Is that it? Alright. I hear the Berserker is kind of, like, alright in the human fleet. It's got some large slots for low deployment point cost. But other than that, they're pretty terrible. In vanilla, anyways, everything changes when you add mods specific to them. Alright, that's everything I need from this system. Oh god, that's a lot. Okay, let's go right over here. Wait, hold on. We've got Alpha Schrodinger and Beta Schrodinger. Why is this not a binary system? This should be a binary system, but I guess the sector generation messed up and made them separate. That's weird. And do I get, not only do they give me money, they give me XP. This is great. I should have done these colonies ages ago. Alright, it's you. Well, I'm a lot less afraid of you guys now. Yeah, Schrodinger's system. It both is and isn't until you do the thing. That's how physics work. That's actually not bad. I mean, I'm not going to colonize here, but it's not bad. Yeah, I guess Phil Swift got in here and cut the binary star system in half. With the Look, everybody! I cut this star system in half, and I'm gonna put it back together with flex tape. No thanks. It's just a... Well, it's a survey ship. It's medium-sized. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. You can stay, and everyone else can go. The Hydra is... There's not a lot of ships that can afford to mount it, because most ships with large missile slots, they're pretty important. But the Hydra is very effective at dealing with frigates, and it's decent against destroyers. In general, though, I wouldn't mount like one Hydra by itself is not very effective. You need to have two of them linked together. Now that's a lot of damage. With the power of the Omega, I sawed the domain in half. And we're going to put it back together with the John Star Sector. Yeah, phase lances on that thing. That's going to be pretty good for these kinds of combats. Back it up. Oh, I did not mean to overload there. Omen, go. Good job. Yeah, what is he gonna do? Not much, he's just gonna die. And Manticore can probably 1v1. Oh, this one's got a shield. Oh, but it has an all high explosive. I don't see any kinetic weapons. Oh, that's... Dragonfire Ventures sounds pretty unconventional, but it might be worth a try. I just think Dragonfire's a little overpriced. They're definitely powerful, but they're currently priced as if they're worth... Even if I'm being generous and I compare them to the small slot Reaper, they're priced as if they're worth 3 times as much. And that's just a lot. That's a lot of ordnance points. Yeah, the whole design behind them is, the idea is they're supposed to have the same amount of ammo as a missile 1 slot smaller. Right, so 2 shots in the medium slot is comparable to 2 shots of Atropos or hammers in the small slot. And then 5 in the large slot is comparable to like a Typhoon with 6. That's the idea. But considering the price, it's just not a reasonable arrangement. But can you even treat them as main weapons? That's the problem. They don't have enough ammo to last that long in most fights. Well, I say most fights. I think in the early to mid-game you could probably treat them as a main weapon and just immediately demolish your enemies. But as the game goes on, it's just not enough. I guess the Griffin can kind of make them last, that's true. Hello. Just what the doctor ordered. I guess it was worth taking this thing on, huh? Well, what can I say? Streamer luck, I guess. Alright, can I do this mission without getting screwed over? Here comes the money. Here comes the money. My crew is still under strength. Well, the fleets look relatively small. Yeah, they're not bothering me. Okay. Excellent. We actually did it this time. Yay, Moisimos, we did it. I might get a pristine nanoforge from the second Domain-era mothership. We'll have to wait and see. But I can avoid doing a raid on the core worlds. That's pretty expensive to hire all those marines and all of those transports. And very time-consuming. So if I can avoid doing that for now, and still get my hands on one, that would be great. Another mission? Yes, I think I will. I will take that cash. Yeah, Kazaron is controlled by the Hivers now, so taking the pristine nanoforge from there is a good choice. So it is making credits, but unfortunately, a lot of these exports can't go anywhere because of the current accessibility issues. I'm gonna have to put a way station. Do I actually want to sell anything here? I've got a bunch of metal and some volatiles. I guess I'll sell some things. Yeah, Griffins can be very broken because missiles, the way that... maybe it's a little obvious, but the more missiles you fire at the same time, the more of them you get through point defense. So if you spam a bunch of Griffins with long-range missiles, they can just obliterate everything from long range without putting themselves at risk in the first place. They can be very strong in the right circumstances. Yeah. Oh no, some combat readiness on a frigate. You're a real big man, Mr. Patrol. You got me. The fact that he didn't find anything, I'm just gonna say is purely because of this. It's not, but we're gonna pretend that it is, so I can feel like it's a worthwhile investment. I mean, the best Griffin is like ECCM, unstable injector, with harpoons and squall, and then you link them all together. But that really only works if you have like a bunch of them. But as long as you have a bunch of them, they just kind of obliterate everything. It's a bit ridiculous. On the other hand, you can do similar long-range loadouts. Just don't link them all together and have them like escort a battleship, and they'll provide. They're kind of like a carrier almost. You can use them like a carrier that's like escorting your battleship, and it just sits behind it and fires squalls and harpoons. Pretty effective. Okay, actually, I should drop off the synchrotron core here, because this is where I'm going to use it anyways. That would be the best use for that. And now I can go home. And I can drop off the embryo. The good old biofactory. I mean, the fact that it just boosts the productivity of light industry is a bit odd. Like, this thing is, it's a living factory. This thing is a lot weirder than they're making it out to be. But I guess we don't want to get into the moral complexities of creating a living thing purely for the purpose of production. Yes, the ethics of it. I'm going to hold on to that cash. Making bank. Yeah, both of my colonies are pretty profitable now. Besides, well, they're not crazy profitable, but they're at least covering my basic costs. Yeah. It's like, yes, this is my biofactory. It's been on my farm for generations. We named her Betsy. Yeah, she grows a table faster than you can believe it. She makes the finest tables. You just feed her wood chips, and she spits out tables. On a Griffin, you're going to fill the small missiles most likely with harpoons. Medium missiles, harpoons. Small missiles, harpoons. Just get a bunch of harpoons. They've got 2,500 range, which matches perfectly with a large squall. And now you've got high explosive and kinetic damage at long range. And then you put on an unstable injector because missiles are not affected by the range penalty. And it can just stay out of the way. Yeah, it's a little good. It's a little crazy, even. Oh, wait, do I have fuel? I have fuel, and no, I don't. Well, good thing the gates are here. Depends, what can you do? Yeah, I can't iron anyways. Yeah, not my problem. Well, this is the first time I've come back and all of the equipment is still under control instead of the pirates taking it, so that's nice. Yeah, the Biofactory embryo is a man-made horror beyond comprehension, and it comes in a cute little box, delivered right to your doorstep. It's got that fresh Biofactory smell. It's like a 3D printer, but with personality. Buy yours today. It can also feel pain if you buy the Pain DLC for an extra 300 mega credits. Take out your frustrations on your Biofactory. It can't do anything about it. Oh my god, wait, the Biofactory. It's the definition of I have no mouth and I must scream. Or maybe they condition it so that instead of screaming, it just produces chairs. Who's to say? They think I want to do that mission that's down there, yeah? Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a couple missions down here. Oh, no, I want to do this one before it runs out. Okay. Yeah, let's go do that. When you make your Biofactory angry, it starts printing out books that you hate. Think you can abuse me just because I can't move? Think again. Here's another 5,000 copies of 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, I didn't have enough. Okay, hold on. Son of a... Forgot to pick up more crew. Default auto pulse is 20. Or is it 30? Yeah, I think it's 20 for the thermal pulse cannons on the Onslaught. And 30 on the auto pulse laser. Yeah, the auto pulse is 30, that's right. Okay, Storms. Okay, settle down. I'm trying to go home. The Biofactory is not a victim of the Industrial Revolution. It is the Industrial Revolution. I guess it can be both. Yeah, the domain liked to violate the laws of physics, as well as the laws of ethics. Pissing off both man and God. Crazy. That is not what I meant to click on. I meant to buy some people. Some meat sacks. Okay, can I actually make it back there in time? That's an important question. Maybe if I sprint? Let's see. Yeah, I'm almost surprised there's not anti-gravity generators in the colony items. That seems pretty fitting. The gravity reverser increases... Oh, wait, we've already got fullerene spools. Like, what would a gravity thing do? Increase accessibility? How much time have I got left? 6 days? I'm gonna make it, but just barely. And also, I might not have a supplies, because I got blasted by this beam from space. Thanks, Space Beam. Really appreciate it. So almost didn't make it, but I got it. We're cutting it close. But John Star Sector always keeps his contracts. Except when he doesn't. I'll take some organs. Yeah, I guess an anti-gravity device could just lower the gravity on a planet. That would be simple enough. Oh, wait, can I even... Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough... Oh, I don't even have enough crew. Yeah. I'll have to come back to this later. Wait, hold on. What do you think the odds are that this has exactly one hypershunt? What do you think the odds are? Let's just take a quick tour around, because I see a big sensor profile. Wait a minute. This is within... This is actually in range, isn't it? That's 5.4 light years. If there's a hypershunt... Now, sometimes they do trick you and they put a debris field right next to the star. But that's looking like a hypershunt, yeah. There's hypershunt number 2. That's actually close enough. Okay, I gotta go home. But also, I'm not gonna have enough fuel to go anywhere after this. So, way station time. It's about time I built these anyways. 60 days. Not too long, I guess. Is the other one finished? That's a good question. No, it hasn't even started. Still working the... Okay. Yeah. Running out of fuel, running out of supplies. Give me free stuff. I'll take what I can get. So of the 6 planets, 175%. Go get Afflictor and Solo Doritos. You know, that might be fun, but I would have to practice it first. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a Nexerolin thing. They give you a little taste. Just a little treat, you know. Here you go. This is what this is going to be like. I think this is enough. I hope this is enough. No, I haven't looted the Omega cache. I'm pretty sure Knights of Blood makes it a lot more difficult. Yeah, as long as the Omens keep their shields up, this should be fine. But also, the Kobold really needs to get in range. Okay, well, if the Omens want to die, then that will happen. You can certainly die. That is an option, yes. I would prefer if you didn't. I would prefer if everyone else would get involved. Thank you very much. Instead of sitting around and not doing that. Like, you are right there. You don't need to circle around the target. Okay, so it did do some damage, at least. That's a good start. Yeah, I'm going to rate the Omega weapons. I've got a tier list prepared. I'm just going to upload it after I do missiles. So both of those should be up in the coming week. Oh, did you flame out? And actually escape by flaming out? That's annoying. Just die already. There's one of you. Just die. Stop being a nuisance. Alright, we want to go home. We're tired. We're hungry. We're low on supplies. We're low on fuel. The morale is at an all-time low. We want to go home. Okay, at this point I just need the Omen to, like, escort instead. Like, let everybody else get in range, please. God, this thing is going to take a while. Oh, actually, you know what? The Vic coming in handy here with the Laidlaw device actually helping to finish this thing off a lot faster. Thank goodness for that. I mean, look at that. That's some good hull damage. Finish him. Phase Lance, go. Perfect. Now, we still got to deal with the fighters, but we're well equipped for that. Yeah, we're just going to sit here and watch. Not much else to do. Yeah, the fighters can be a big nuisance. Unlike regular fighters, they can go anywhere, unlimited range. And they've got weapons that are pretty scary. Looks like they all spawned in with mini pulsars. So threatening to the Omen, but nothing else really. Like the fighters take the Phase Lance. Well, I have bad news for you. I have some really bad news. The Hivers, I've seen them tank 2 Phase Lances from a ship that had the point defense skill. So effectively it was 3 Phase Lances, and it barely survived. Because the Hivers just decided that they want better fighters than the Doritos have. Come on, guys, come play Star Sector. Look how exciting the combat is. Wow. This is so cool. I think there's a good reason that the vanilla game doesn't throw one of these frigates at you. Full Paladin Radiant? No. No. But we're most certainly going to be putting Paladins on something. Yeah, if players could get Omega Fighters, this game would be very different. There's a good reason you get their weapons, but not their fighters. Unlimited range and just insane weaponry on these things. Didn't really want to lose that, but oh well. I'll take the free stuff, I guess. Some of that stuff is pretty cool. Whoa. Did I... So I guess it's lost permanently now. I recovered it and then just immediately died. That's cool. And the game is also really laggy now. Well, you know what? I'm going to save. It's going to take a while. Oh, it's actually not saving too slowly. That's fine. You know what? I'm getting hungry, and I'm getting tired. So I think we're going to call it here. What died? An Omen died. I recovered it from combat because it died to the Tesseract little guy. And then it immediately had an accident because repairs were belayed. They were turned off. How'd you meet a Dorito in hyperspace? It's an Exerlin thing. When you find a hypershunt for the first time, they send one of the frigates at you. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now. It's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you for showing up, everybody. In fact, I'll throw you some complimentary Syndrian Fuel Company brand lobster. Yeah, I'll see you, Space Cowboy. Goodbye. Good luck out there, Starfarers. Lubber. And I guess I'll have to do this again next weekend. Egg, yeah. Might have to add an egg emote. Might have to add like a Reaper emote. Just a couple more that, on brand, you know. Oh, it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Yeah, thanks for showing up, everybody. I'll see you all next time. That's Chaticus Rex signing off.